Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. God is great always and always. Get your poopa scoopa, because TD is talking shit. First things first, President Donald Trump is a draft dodger. And I believe he dodged it more than once, if I'm not mistaken. But if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Je suis désolé, lo siento. But I am almost certain he is a draft dodger more than once. The reason why I am saying this is because there is nothing cool, nothing fun about war. Nothing. And the people who think it is have never been there. And that's the truth, full stop, end of. They've never been to war. They've never had a loved one come back in a box. And I get very hostile and very upset about this whole Department of War thing. Hegseth renaming himself the Secretary of War. It absolutely infuriates me. It's vile, disgusting, and repugnant. And especially coming from someone like President Donald Trump, who is a fucking draft dodger. And it's nothing but to give his base, feed his base what they love, right? And all those people who love it, and there are tens of millions of them, have never had a loved one, a family member, be sent off to war and come back in a box. And that is the truth, full stop, end of. This thing with the Department of War, the Secretary of War, it really makes me sick. It really makes me sick because it is nothing but to excite President Donald Trump's base, MAGA Nation, the Republicans, and glorifying in some sick and repugnant way war. And there is nothing good about war. There is nothing exciting about war. There's nothing enjoyable about war. Nothing. Nothing at all. It is one of the most horrific and horrible things that can come in this world. And I just hope that you stop and take a beat and realize just how wrong, just how bad, just how vile, just how disgusting, just how repugnant this whole Department of War, Secretary of War thing is. And it really, like I said, there are a lot of things that President Donald Trump and his administration do that really anger me. This is at the top of the list. Because President Donald Trump has never had a family member come back from war in a box, and he is a fucking draft dodger. And don't get me started on the way America treats its veterans, because there's no country on earth who treats its veterans worse than America. After they send them off to war, off to possibly die, after to come back possibly injured, losing a limb, they dispose of them like they're garbage. There is no other country on earth that has more homeless veterans than the United States does. So all of it in its entirety, right? The way we treat our veterans, this whole Department of War, Secretary of War, all of this really makes me hostile. It really makes my blood boil. And especially the root of the cancer that is metastasizing is that President Donald Trump is a fucking draft dodger. He's a fucking draft dodger. You're so pro-war, we'll send you over to anywhere you want to go. Why didn't you go when you were drafted? When your country called on you, President Donald Trump, why didn't you go? Because you're chicken shit. You're not a man, you're a cockroach. And that's a truth, full stop, end of. But all this Secretary of War, Department of War, It is arguably the most disgusting, vile, and repugnant thing this administration has done so far. Let me know your thoughts. Love you.